When you think of the world's most high-tech countries, you probably think of the usual suspects: the US, China, maybe South Korea, or Japan. But what if I told you that some of the most digitally advanced nations on Earth aren't the ones you think? Redefining digital advancement. We often assume that digital progress only happens in the biggest economies with the flashiest tech companies. But in reality, the next wave of digital innovation is coming from places that don't get the global spotlight. Countries that have quietly built futuristic digital systems, revolutionary infrastructures, and smart governance models that even Silicon Valley could learn from. This video isn't about the usual giants. It's about the underdogs, the digital trailblazers, who've turned limited resources into world-class innovation. And by the end, you might just want to move there. Estonia, the world's most digitally connected country. First stop, Estonia. This tiny Baltic nation with just over 1.3 million people is often called the most digitally advanced society in the world, and for good reason. Since the early 2000s, Estonia has built a fully digital government. We're not talking about online banking or e-signatures. In Estonia, you can vote online, sign contracts digitally, file your taxes in under 5 minutes, and even start a business from your phone in minutes. Estonians have something called an eID, a secure digital identity that works across every part of their lives, from healthcare to education to public services. And here's the kicker. Estonia's digital infrastructure is so good that it offers e-residency to foreigners, giving people around the world access to its digital economy without ever stepping foot inside the country. Rwanda, Africa's surprising tech hub. Next up, Rwanda. Yes, Rwanda. And no, this isn't a fluke. Rwanda has transformed itself from post-genocide recovery into one of Africa's most impressive tech stories. Its capital city, Kigali, is known for its cleanliness, smart transport systems, and growing innovation hubs. The government has fully embraced digitalization, rolling out e-governance services, mobile-based healthcare platforms, and a national vision for becoming a cashless economy. It even has a smart Rwanda master plan. But perhaps most fascinating is Rwanda's drone-powered medical supply chain. In partnership with Zipline, Rwanda delivers blood and critical medicine to remote clinics via autonomous drones, saving lives faster than traditional transport ever could. This isn't just impressive for Africa, it's world-class. Singapore, the smart nation model. Let's move east to Singapore. Singapore isn't just a financial hub, it's a smart nation. That's literally the name of the government's national initiative, launched to transform the country into a hyper-connected, data-driven society. The entire city operates like one massive digital system. From AI-based traffic control to a national facial recognition network, Singapore has digitized everything: transport, education, healthcare, utilities, law enforcement. Even public housing is wired with smart energy monitoring and government-subsidized fiber internet. What makes Singapore unique is its tight integration of policy and technology. Digital infrastructure isn't a luxury here, it's a public good. Uruguay, Latin America's digital trailblazer. Now, let's talk about a country in South America that's quietly beating its neighbors, and even some rich countries, when it comes to digital services: Uruguay. Uruguay was the first country in Latin America to provide every child in public school with a free laptop and internet access through its Plan Cebol initiative. The result? An entire generation growing up digitally fluent. But it doesn't stop at education. Uruguay has implemented an integrated digital ID system, nationwide telemedicine, and an open data policy that rivals that of many European countries. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, Uruguay's digital infrastructure helped it deploy remote learning, online healthcare, and government aid faster than almost any of its neighbors. While larger Latin nations like Brazil and Argentina struggled with bureaucracy, Uruguay's digital-first mindset put it ahead of the curve. Georgia. Blockchain for government? Yes, really. Georgia, not the US state, but the country, has become one of the first in the world to use blockchain for government records. Its national land registry is now fully secured on a blockchain system, making fraud and corruption nearly impossible. This innovation has increased trust. sped up transactions, and drawn international praise. But Georgia's ambitions don't stop there. It has streamlined tax payments, e-government portals, and digital ID systems, all in a country that most people still associate with its Soviet past. If blockchain is the future, Georgia might be living in it already. The tech underdogs outperforming expectations. Let's be clear, none of these countries are perfect, but what sets them apart is their agility. These nations don't carry the heavy bureaucracy or aging infrastructure of larger economies. That gives them a unique edge. They can build fast, test new technologies, and implement systems at national scale without massive political deadlock. Where the US still uses fax machines in hospitals, Rwanda is using drones. Where the UK debates broadband funding, Estonia is offering e-citizenship to the world. So, these countries are proving that digital power isn't just about GDP. It's about vision. Why this matters to you. So why should you care about the digital progress of countries you've never visited or maybe never even heard of? Because the future of tech isn't just being shaped in Silicon Valley or Shenzhen. It's being shaped everywhere. And the smartest ideas often come from the quietest places. Many of the tools, policies, and systems these countries are developing will eventually become the global standard. If you want a glimpse into the future of healthcare, government, education, and smart infrastructure, don't just look up, look around. The next billion-dollar idea, it might come from a startup in Kigali, or an e-resident in Estonia, or a blockchain registry in Georgia. The tech world is flattening, and that means innovation can come from anywhere. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Gadget Grid. We've got more coming about emerging tech, global innovation, and the people building the future, often in the places no one's watching. Drop a comment below. Which country surprised you the most? And what tech trends should we dive into next?